guys, welcome or welcome back. My name is Rees and I'm here to bring a message to whomever this resonates with. We could go ahead and dive into the first oracle deck. Okay, so we have Evil Eye, Loves Me Not, and Fertility. Evil Eye, Loves Me Not, and Fertility. Wow. Okay, so, somebody is actually very envious of the harvest that you're producing right now. You're understanding, you may know this already. You may get little, like, hints, little signs that you're peeping from them a little bit, like, yo, I didn't just see that. Nah. Some of you guys can't be brushing it off, but you're realizing, like, you're catching it. You're like, wait, whoa, what was that? What was that? So you're realizing maybe this person isn't your friend. Maybe this person isn't truly your love. Because some of y'all could be sleeping with the enemy for real. But for real, this person is sending you evil eye. All right, so they're hating in a big, that's not funny. They're hating in a big way. That's in line with fertility. This person is hating on the harvest that you are producing. It's a bountiful one. It's a beautiful one. Actually, I'm about to dive into the tea because I know they got the cards that y'all need right now. But yeah, you might be realizing that this person is actually not for you, and that's a little disheartening. Some of you guys could, like, bang with them a lot, Every time you got good news, it's like, aw, I guess, like, they kind of happy for you a little bit. Somebody is definitely envious of your harvest. They see you powering up. They see you leveling up, and they hoping you stop, for real. They're like, I hope this is it. Every time you got good news, they're like, I pray this is it. I pray this is it. I pray that's the last. They don't want no more good news. I pray this is the cap for them. They're hoping that that's the cap. Oh yeah, look, scarcity tactics, because they're lacking themselves. So they feel as if, wow, this person is leveling up. Maybe they're definitely comparing. They're definitely comparing themselves to you and thinking like, wow, this person has so much. Me, on the other hand, I lack. Like, the more you gain, the more they see how much they lack. And this is all their perspective here, okay? I'm not saying that this is actually what's true. This person may just be a little salty and actually ungrateful because maybe they don't have a lot to be ungrateful for. Maybe they have nothing to be ungrateful for. Maybe they have a lot. Maybe, it's just giving that they wish they had what you had. Like, yeah, I have a harvest, but my harvest isn't yours, kind of thing. So, this person may not be down low in the dumps or, at their lowest frequency. They don't have to be that. But they do have scarcity tactics here because of your harvest. So, like, they feel as if, oh, man, this person, they done got 3 cars by now. Man, I'm still on my one. I'm still on my one reliable one. But that's literally all this person needs. So, like, and then this person does this. I mean, not this person. This car does this for you. It does that for you. It enables you to do this. You see how beneficial that one car is for this person. That's what they need. You, on the other hand, maybe you have 3 vehicles because you need a fleet, because I don't know, you're doing multiple things, like, who knows. But, like, I just feel as if this person is just a little ungrateful. They're looking at your harvest, and it's not that they're without. They have scarcity tactics here, but it's not that they're without. They're just seeing how much you have, and they're like, damn, that's a lot. I don't have that. Yeah, of course you don't have it, because it's not yours. Like, what? Duh. And I'm sure there's things that this person has that you don't have, but they just feel as if, like, yours is a little shinier. Your gold is a little more polished. That's their perspective, though. That is their perspective. Always partying. Yeah, damn, this person is distracted like a MF, okay? So maybe they are a little scarce. Maybe their harvest looks this way because they always trying to turn up. They always trying to have fun. They always trying to be in someone's face, on the limelight, be seen, be heard. This person's ego is super big. Like, it's all for the flashiness of it. It's all for the looks. It's all for what they appear to be. But it's not about what they're actually doing, what they're actually building behind the scenes. You, on the other hand, you have a harvest because you built your garden. You've built that. You've planted the seeds every single day. You went out and watered it. You did the work every single day. Because if not, eventually your produce will die off, right? You can't just water it whenever you want to. You're not going to produce anything. You, on the other hand, have been very consistent in your productivity, all right? This person, on the other hand, has not. They may have, like, you know, said it when it sound good. Excuse me. Said it when it sound good, you know, like a New Year's resolution or something. Like, oh yeah, I'm about to do this, I'm about to do this, I'm about to be in the gym, I'm about to be on my A game, blah, blah, blah. Nothing happens, okay? You get a little distracted here and there. This person is very distracted with this always partying card. They could have started a little bit and stopped or whatever, but they feel as if they are a little scarce right now because of your harvest. Wow. Okay. Threatening. Ooh, that's not good because that's the overall energy. They feel threatened by your harvest, okay? That's not good. Intimidated, threatened, bothered. They're bothered like crazy. Watching you always come up with some good news, with something good to share, you know, like that you leveled up, that you look different, that your body's a little more chiseled because you've been in the gym, that you signed off on another XYZ, like, you know, like that you got approved for. I heard I needed to say that you got approved for something, you got hired for something, someone booked you for something. This person feels threatened that you now have a laundry list of accolades. And they don't. They feel bothered by it. Like they know that you're on a good streak and that you keep rising right now. Like you're very fertile. Your fertility, they're not only hating on your harvest, they're hating on how fertile you are. Because not only do you have a beautiful harvest right now, but you have the ability to produce another one and another one and another one because of how fertile you are, how favored you are, how much of a glowing beam of a whatever you are. This person is just looking at you like a pot of freaking gold, okay? And they're threatened by it. But all because always partying is right here. Let's not forget, this literally came out right before threatening. So if anybody has anyone to blame, it would be themselves. Like, if they can't sit there and blame you. I thought I got that mixed up for a second. My bad. But they cannot sit there and blame you. Always partying, they bestow. Like, you are, your harvest looks like that because of what you sowed. If this person sowed a seed of this, then that is what's going to produce, okay? Nah, you the turn up queen. You the turn up king. What's good with the Friday link up? No, you don't want to do that no more? Okay, good. Pivot. Get on your A game. This person wasn't on their A game. It sound good, or maybe you were close in proximity so that they didn't have to do too much. They were eating off of your energy. They were feeding off of your, you know, your build up. My bad for the noise. Feeding off of your build up and stuff, but you did it. You did the work. So if they feel threatened, they have nobody to blame but themselves. Nobody to blame but themselves. Love triangle. Wow. This person feels attached to you. They feel like you owe them in a way, which is why they had the audacity. They was just like, oh no, I could fall off a little bit, because they saw how focused you were, and you guys were, you know, y'all were amongst each other. This could be a lover, this could be your friend, this could be somebody you've worked with, this could be, who knows, who cares? This is somebody who's close to you, okay? They feel as if they always were going to be close to you. So the nerve of them, especially if this is somebody you dating, the nerve of them for real. But they felt like, oh yeah, I don't gotta do much because my lover's doing the work, or I don't gotta do much because my friend got us, you know? Like, that's like, I remember there was this one clip of Kai Cenat that came out, and he didn't specify which friends, but in the beginning of his, like, you know, blow up, there were a couple people who he would go shopping with, and they would walk out the store with like 6 pair of sneakers. And he's like, okay, you know, it's cool to, like, you know, ball out once, but like, y'all do this every time we go to the mall. Like, so just because I got money, I'm about to, that's what this person feels like. So because you're leveling up, because you're at a great frequency, because you're attracting so many things, because you're fertile, this person feels as if, oh, I just have to be close to this person and I will benefit. But that's not your harvest, though. That's not your harvest. Okay. So I did a reading not too long ago, and it was saying how kind of similar energy, but different, obviously different reading. Somebody close to whoever this person was benefiting off of the fact that this person's cup was being super filled, and they were receiving what ran over. So like, you know how your cup runs over when you're super blessed, you know, and whoever's in proximity gets to experience that. When your cup runs over, the more you have to give. But this person was satisfied with the crumbs. Not that they were crumbs, but you were able to distribute what runs over, not what's in the cup. Okay, what's in the cup is yours. What runs over, that's what you have to give. Okay, so this person was cool with, because your gold is just that fire, you're super fertile, you're on it right now, and it's amazing. Whatever runs over is beneficial to anybody who's able to benefit off of it, because that's just how potent, powerful, beautiful your harvest is. So this person, when they're benefiting off of your harvest, they're like, oh man, like they're fulfilled, because that's just how nourishing you are. You're just so, it's something about you, you're like soul food. And the effort that you put into the world, the hard work that you do, it enhances that. So just imagine, like, I don't know if y'all gonna understand this analogy, but imagine a bomb ass mango, y'all. I love mango so much, but like a perfect mango where you eat it and after you're done, you're like, yo, that was a full meal. Can't nobody tell me that wasn't a meal, because it had everything in it. The sweetness, the hydration, all the nutrients were up there. Like, that's what I'm talking about. Like a bomb as one piece of food that has everything that you need. That's what this person is looking at you as. Yeah, I know I just dragged it, but that's literally how this person is viewing you right now with this love triangle card that came out very strong. And I was in line with always partying. That's why I was like, yo, the audacity. Because this person is truly feeling as if they don't have to do anything because of how hard you're going, because of how blessed you are, because of how fertile your grounds are, your soil is. Bye. Sorry. That just set me. Like, oh my God. Uninterested. I knew that was coming. I could feel that card. I want to pull another one because I knew that's what it was. Uninterested. Where are we getting with uninterested? I feel like this person wasn't interested in what you were doing. Maybe you could have preached to them like, oh yeah, do this, this person could have been your accountability partner. Like you could have wanted, because they're in close proximity to you, you're not going to let anybody slack. I'm pretty sure if you have the more you have, the more you have to give. And that's with information as well. So like no gatekeeping, like the ones who are close to you, put them on. And I feel like you were doing that. I felt like because this person was close to you, you figured it out. You've, cracked the code or whatever. You're like, yo, all you got to do is da-da-da-da. And this person was uninterested. This person was so damn uninterested. I'm still looking at always partying and love triangle, y'all. They were uninterested because they wanted to party, because they felt like I'm sorry. They felt like your energy was truly about to hold them. Nah, and it's not even a personal decision that I'm making. Like when I say nah, because I know that can't happen in my life, but you will literally energetically fall off of each other's frequency. So there's no sustenance in that. What sustaining do you think will happen? There's no longevity at all. I can't fathom. I don't understand. I'm just a messenger. Let me just keep reading. Maybe they don't know, but they're gonna learn today. All right, running. God damn. Uninterested, running. This person is not trying to do the work. They feel so scarce right now, and there is a way to combat that, okay? There's a way to do it. You went about that doing it, okay? You figured it out. This person, on the other hand, this whole reading is about them. Wow. This whole reading is about them. You have loves me not as the overall energy. I think your team is telling you to get away from them, especially with running here. Yeah, bad habits, too busy winning. You were not supposed to be here, but okay. Rejected. This person is, I guess, a habitual bullshitter. This person is a habitual bullshitter, okay? They may feel rejected, which is even more audacity because your team is definitely telling you to level up. I also got that from running too. So like run away from this person. Loves me not is the overall energy up here. And that is to let you know that this person is not truly who you think they are. They're not who you want them to be. All right, they feel like they're coming off as, oh yeah, they're happy for you, but deep down they feel very threatened by what you got going on. This person is a bullshitter. They're always slacking. They're always getting distracted. They're always partying. They're always turning up. They're always in the club. They're always on the scene, and they feel as if they don't have to lock in. They don't have to buckle down in life because you're doing it. And for as long as you the hood hero, you saving everybody. Okay, so your team is telling you to get away from them because you're not stopping at all. You've cracked the code. You figured it out. You're too busy winning. So you're not about to stop, and you're also not about to let this one person bring you down because this person, like I said, is a habitual bullshitter. They have horrible habits, and they're not looking to change their ways anytime soon. It might not happen until you actually get away because you're too close and you're too you're shining too bright. This person just has too much of an ability to feed off of you, so they may not learn while you are in close proximity with them. And honestly, for as long as you try to give these people the benefit of the doubt, this person the benefit of the doubt, you will lower your frequency. And now you right there always partying with them. Now somehow you're just always distracted. Now somehow you're procrastinating. You don't want to do anything. You're unmotivated. That's what happens when birds of a feather, they flock together. Okay, if you tell your universe that, oh nah, this person is a great fit for me, the universe would be like, okay, well let's morph their world to fit this person, because this person obviously doesn't necessarily fit in what you got going on. Like y'all are repelling in a way, and shit, they giving you evil eye. All right, so that's repellent enough, you mosquito. All right, let me let this go because this is a weird ass energy. I love y'all. Bye.